As President Trump and Elon Musk continue slashing the federal government, many people are looking to trusted sources for information about the impact. We are fortunate to have one of those people with us today. Former World Prize head and U.S. Ambassador to Cambodia, Kenneth Quinn, joins us now. Sir, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, well, thanks for having me, Erin.
You can lend so much perspective to so many different topics, but so much of your background is in international work and international aid. So first, just give me your reaction to the cuts that are being made to U.S. aid.
Well, it's hard to keep up with everything. It's happening so fast. There's something new each day. On the one hand, I think it's good to every so often, it's 50, 60 years since USAID was created, to step back and say, hey, let's take a look at this. Should we keep doing this? That's fine. I've been startled at how large the cuts were to USAID. When I'm a kid from Dubuque,
Yes.
and I passed the test to become a diplomat. And I thought I'd be going off to Paris or London and going to fancy parties. And instead I went to Vietnam in the middle of the war. But in 1968, like 8 years after USAID was created by President Kennedy, the Peace Corps, right after World War II, and the Green Revolution was just starting. And USAID was at the forefront of supporting Norman Borlaug, our great hero, and others. I was working on those crops in Southeast Asia that produced the single greatest period of food production and hunger reduction in all human history. Ever. And USAID did that. And I also was, as a deputy ambassador in the Philippines, ambassador in Cambodia, I had USAID programs. I've been out of the government 25 years, but our programs were spare. We were very careful. I never gave money to another government. I always spent it with organizations that could be audited to make sure there was no cheating, nobody was stealing anything. And we also, there in Cambodia, with our aid program of removing landmines, building roads, we were able to eradicate the worst genocidal, mass murdering, terrorist organization of the second half of the 20th century. So I saw demining programs now are being paused for 90 days. And your demining organization can go out of existence,
So let's talk about this. What I feel like we're seeing a lot of is, certainly you can never say all Americans, but many Americans are sort of taking this isolationist view. Why should we care about what's going on in these other countries?
Herbert Hoover said, took food to feed starving people 900 million after World War I. Norman Borlaug, another great Iowan, believed starving people, we should be feeding them. The World Food Prize has wonderful support from both parties in the legislature. People have great pride in that because I think they believe that we do have some obligation other than just to each other within our borders. And to reaching out and seeing hungry people, starving people, children maybe who are dying, and are we really going to turn away from that? I work with Governor Ray, and he would say we have two choices. We turn our back, or we reach a hand out to help those who are striving to live in freedom if they're refugees, who are starving through Iowa Shares. So there's a rich history, and I believe our elected officials share that. They're good people.
And in turn, that really does work to create stability throughout the world as well. Let's turn to something that you were sharing with me in the commercial break affects you personally, and that is cutting funding to the National Institutes of Health and all of that research.
We have in America created the greatest medical research and treatment system in all human history. And it's located in all of those state medical schools, like the University of Iowa, and in every other state has a similar. And I was going to go blind, and my sight was saved by the doctors at the University of Iowa. God bless them. That's the kind of research that's happening, and the medical miracles that are taking place. And I think maybe the cuts were imposed with maybe good intention. Maybe there's too much reimbursement or so, but it's that reimbursement that has made our medical system so incredible. So performing these kind of things for me and for others like us, and giving you hope. So my hope is that these initial pauses, that we'll see that whether it's treating Agent Orange, I suffer from Agent Orange,
Yes.
whether it's demining, whether it's medical research, that now we'll say, all right, we're taking a look at that. Now let's go back. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, others who are in these positions, I think they are good people at heart, and they'll see, oh, we should be trying to save the lives of starving children in Africa. Other point is that we face, in my opinion, the single greatest challenge humans have ever confronted. In 2050, there'll be about 9.5 to 10 billion people.
Yes.
Can we produce sustainably enough food to feed all of those people on our planet? Because right now, we're not on course to do that. We need the research being done at the Iowa states. We can't, and USAID has connections to all these land grant institutions as well. And we created the greatest ag research system. So my hope is we'll preserve these, we'll go back, we'll say, okay, there are some programs here, we don't need this. Some of them on TV sound crazy, and why would we be doing that? But the things that are really critical, that are life-saving, that will affect people both in our country and outside our country, I believe that's what America's always been about.
We're almost out of time, but
Yeah.
quickly, you said you've been out of government for 25 years, but you did spend a lot of your career in
Yes,
government.
I did.
What would you say to people watching right now who want to make a difference? What should they do?
Oh gosh, get your degree, travel in the world, learn a language, be relevant, don't be afraid to give your viewpoint, and Dr. Borlaug was always inspire the next generation. And your generation, if you're graduating, you're in college, high school, your generation's the one that's going to have to confront the greatest challenge humans have ever faced.
We'll be long gone.
Well, I hope, I said, I'll be around, I know you'll still be here, but,
Nothing is
you always have
promised.
to be optimistic.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
it. We'll be right back.